Hello, once again, and thank you so much for joining me. We are doing A Course in Miracles lessons, and today we are on lesson 290. My present happiness is all I see. Unless I look upon what is not there, my present happiness is all I see. Eyes that begin to open see at last, and I would have Christ's vision come to me this very day. What I perceive without God's own correction for the sight I made is frightening and painful to behold. Yet I would not allow my mind to be deceived by the belief the dream I made is real an instant longer. This is the day I seek my present happiness and look on nothing else except the thing I seek. With this resolve, I come to you and ask your strength to hold me up today, while I but seek to do your will. You cannot fail to hear me, Father. What I ask have you already given me, and I am sure that I will see my happiness today. That is the end of lesson 290. My present happiness is all I see. So often we are like small children. When we look into our closet or we believe that under our bed there is a monster, we are fearful of what lies ahead. We are fearful of what we think we can't see. And if we would allow ourselves to simply be where we are and see what is right in front of us, we'd realize that we were perfectly happy, perfectly content, and perfectly taken care of. When we perceive through God's eyes, we understand that everything that we can look upon is actually made of love and light. Those are the smallest particles. And so, what could harm us? Because there is only love around us. What we make in our mind, in the small mind of the ego, is the stuff of the demons and the fear and the darkness and the separation. If we can willingly let go of that, hand that back over to God, or be willing to simply turn on the light to really look at what we've made, we would see that there's nothing there. We would see that there's no monster under the bed. There's no monster in a closet. There is no darkness that can hide from the light. And so our happiness is guaranteed, and we can rest and be content in this moment, knowing that we are perfectly taken care of. Let's see what Tina Spalding's channelings tell us. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one you know as Jesus. When you look around you, you will see that most people are not looking at their present happiness. They are looking at what is wrong with the world and making themselves miserable, thinking that the world is making them miserable. But it is their choice to see the sins of the world and believe in them. See the good, see the cheerful, see the beautiful, see the kind, see the uplifting, and you will feel happy. Then you will be adding a higher frequency to the world's frequency, which, after all, is a collection of all of your minds, all your beliefs and thoughts. You will be contributing more to the world and its healing than those beings who view its sins and the errors of the ego's playground, wringing their hands and tearing at their hair, saying, "What a terrible world this is." You have a choice. Are you going to choose love, happiness, and upliftment? Or are you going to believe the ego's lies and dive into the cesspool of pain and swim around in it with all the other beings who are unaware? The ego convinces you that lamenting how things are is the way to alleviate your suffering. It is not. What you put your energy toward will grow stronger and stronger. When you see the suffering and devastation of this world and let that bring you down, you are contributing to it. You are contributing. Contribute light, contribute happiness, contribute joy, and be the change that you want to see in the world. I am that one you know as Jesus, and we will speak to you again tomorrow. Contribute light, contribute joy. When we buy into, when we align ourselves with the lower vibration, we can't help but feel the darkness of that separation. But the thing is, there's always that hope and that light within us. It only takes one of us to light a candle, to turn on the light, to be willing to see something light, and the idea of that total darkness, that absolute fear, can no longer exist. And so, even in the darkest, most evil place that we can create with separation, the light that is who we are remains. It is simply the awareness that will change things. And so, when you are willing to say, I choose my present happiness, happiness is always there for us to access. In the darkest moment, in the greatest despair, happiness is always available for us to access. We are not necessarily mm, hurting the world, but we are simply aligning with a vibration that is not the truth of who we are when we choose that darkness. We have the choice to sit in that darkness for as long as we want, and we have eternity. So, whether we sit for a lifetime or 10 lifetimes, the opportunity to choose light is always there. But why not now? Why not choose to identify with, to open up to the light that is already within you? And when you open up to your light, you may inspire someone else to open up to their light. And when each of us allows the little flicker of our light to begin to shine through, a larger light happens. We grow the light, and we begin to shine away the darkness that we believe holds us in its grip. And we realize that the darkness really doesn't have any power over an eternal flame. There is a light that cannot be extinguished. That is the truth of each and every one of us is. Collectively, we are a light brighter than 1,000 suns. The darkness has no defenses against that. We need no defenses against the darkness. Allow that living brilliance to be what you focus on, because that living brilliance, that light, is your happiness. And there's nothing you need to do to achieve it. You just need to choose it. Have a great day, everyone. I hope you find your happiness. I hope you can choose your happiness. And I'll talk to you again later. Bye-bye.